binary star system. In more recent times, your hypothesis has been confirmed by science. Billy, how did you come to this conclusion?
Wow, you guys got some great questions. Wow, you did some research. I had hypothesized that we live in a binary solar system, that our sun is not just a single sun orbiting around the galactic equator, but it actually we have in our solar system two suns. And how I came to this hypothesis, right around 2010, I kind of really got deep into astronomy, and I became an amateur astronomer. And I started buying really high-tech telescopes, and I started looking at the precession of the equinoxes and tracking it just to see how the ancients might have tracked it, or how the Mayans might have tracked it, or how even now in modern-day science, how do we track this? And through my measurements in a very short period of time, I realized if I projected that time period out going forward, and the precession is the movement of the constellations across the sky, I discovered that precession was speeding up. And I'm saying, why would the precession of the equinoxes speed up? How can that possibly be? What would cause the stars to move, the constellations to move across the sky faster? So I said, the only thing that could be is that we must be moving faster, right? And so our sun, which we orbit, must be moving faster through the galaxy, and in some way creating this speed up of the precession. But I said, that doesn't really make sense. If our galactic arm is moving faster, how could that still create this movement? Because we're all moving at the same time. And there would be more what we call red light. And so I said, let me look into this deeper. And I started finding that in ancient texts, there have been talks of binary stars, and that the Dogon tribe had even talked about a trinary star system that they had knowledge of, with the series A, B, and C. And I said, I wonder if that means maybe we have a binary or trinary star system. So I started digging deeper into that. And I found some really incredible information that was actually from the NASA Space Agency, the European Space Agency. They had realized that there was possibly a brown dwarf or a red dwarf star orbiting our sun. I'm going to be talking about this in my lecture tomorrow, so please don't miss it. But I'm going to bring forth a lot of the evidence right there to you, where astronomers now have finally discovered that there is a star with a solar system orbiting our sun right now today. And so all the history books are being rewritten, all the astrophysical books are being rewritten for college and studies, because we now know that there is another star system. And so as that star orbits our sun, they create a breakaway speed. So it speeds up and it slows down. As it needs more breakaway speed, it speeds up and then it slows down. Now, this is over thousands of years. And so what happens is, over about a 4,200 year period, there is another mini solar system with a brown dwarf star, which has got the same mass as our sun, but much, much smaller, a much more dimmer sun that you can't see with the naked eye. If you go into the telescope system, like worldwidetelescope.org, you can put the telescope into 2-mass infrared mode, and then you can, right now, if you go into the constellation of Leo, right by the lower right corner of the constellation of Leo, and you zoom in, you'd be able to see this brown dwarf there. It's coming out of Leo, and it's orbiting our sun. It's way far beyond the orbit of Pluto, but still inside the inner Oort cloud area. So it's a part of our solar system. It's not, a captured star from somewhere else. It's in the same vicinity, way out there, but still orbiting our sun. And what's interesting is this brown dwarf is giving off gravitational waves, something I had predicted over 10 years ago, and was laughed at and scoffed and told I was crazy and a pseudoscientist, which then NASA confirmed about 4 years ago and made it official, that gravitational waves actually do exist. They discovered that. And so what's creating this global warming, the importance of this, so what is creating the global warming is actually the gravitational waves from this binary star system that we're living in. And when the stars become closer together, the waves from the brown dwarf interacting with our sun create a ripple effect of energy through our solar system. And that energy goes in and it warms up the cores of the suns and the moons, the planets and the moons in our solar system, creating warming of those objects, of those spatial bodies. So our entire solar system is experiencing global warming at the same exact time because of this binary star system that we have, and that's more evidence that it actually exists. As the energy from the gravitational waves goes into a planet or a moon, it actually creates friction. That friction warms the planet or the moon from the inside out. Scientists now say that that Saturn's core is actually melting, and if we were on Saturn, if that was our planet, we'd already be gone. The ice caps on Mars are melting right now. There's billions of tons of liquid water on Mars. Global warming on Earth is not caused by exhaust fumes and hair spray cans and cows passing gas, okay? I'm sorry, it's just not. Now, do we have an appreciable effect on global warming? Yes, we do. But if you look at the ice core data, the ice core samples, and you can take that back, it's like reading a book. You can go back every so many thousands of years, you see a warming pattern. And actually, we're not even in the warmest warming pattern that we've ever been in. We're not even close to the warmest warming pattern. So there's even cycles of warming, and global warming at its highest level will create an ice age, and we're not there yet. So if that's something you've been worrying about, don't worry about it anymore. It's just normal, okay? But it's because it's a result of this binary star system. So my investigation into astronomy and precession led me to a hypothesis that was then proved to be accurate. That's how I found out about it.